Hey friends, so do you struggle making lasting changes or taking control of your thoughts for a long period of time and sticking to your plan to help you reach your goals? That is a lot of us. I would say that is most of us, and it boils down to not understanding why we keep returning to those bad habits or thoughts and what we need to do instead. Today, I'm going to share that secret with you. I am Kim Klinkenbeard, and I empower women over 40 to build their confidence and take charge of their health through my mind and body transformation program. So let's get to it. I have a client who, many clients actually have this same exact issue, but this one client in particular, in the afternoon, reaches for sweet things to help her through her afternoon sluggishness, and she's done that most of her adult life. And I think it probably even started for another client in their childhood when they came home from school and they needed a snack after school, and their parents gave them sweet things, which most of us do. We grew up that way, peanut butter and jelly or something like that, or maybe an ice cream or something after school, or a cookie or two. So it starts in childhood. So if you think back, that might have been where it came from, and you've just kind of morphed that a little bit. It might look a little bit differently because you know you shouldn't eat cookies every day in the afternoon as an adult, but it's a hard habit to break. So maybe you're just reaching for the little Hershey Kisses or gummy bears or sweet drinks like a Coke or a sweet coffee or something like that to get you through your day. Anyway, she was doing that on a regular basis, and we talked through the whys of it. And it takes a little bit more than just stopping a behavior and to make a good habit or to reach a goal. So we do this too with our thoughts. It takes more than just saying, I'm not going to think this negative thought and get into that negative loop pattern. I'm not going to do this action so that it'll better my health. I'm not going to just focus on not eating candy or not smoking or not drinking or not shopping or not sitting in front of the television and zoning out in the afternoons. There's something else. There's a piece of that puzzle that's missing, because if you're not doing this second piece, you will revert back into those old patterns. I had another client who was having trouble quitting smoking. Her goal was to quit smoking, and she had smoked decades, most of her life, and she has quit quote multiple times, and she couldn't quite kick it for good. And one of the things that she said was, I don't know what to do with my hands after I eat if I don't have a cigarette. So that was just an action that her body had ingrained and coupled with the act of smoking. So here's my point. It takes a lot more than just quitting something. You have to have a replacement for it. You can't stop thinking a negative thought without replacing it with something positive. And we work on this in the program. This is a key element in my mind and body transformation program because it is crucial to have a replacement for that. So we talk about grabbing hold, taking captive that thought that we don't want, that's not serving us. It's not true. It's not serving us. It doesn't help us get to the person that we want to be and that we're trying to become. So we grab that and we take it captive, as scripture says, and we submit it, but you have to replace it with something. If you skip that step, you're going to revert back. It's going to creep back into your thoughts. Same thing with behaviors. So yes, we want to stop smoking, or we want to stop having that afternoon sweet treat, but we have to replace it with something else. And you have to have a plan. And then that's what we do in the program. We make a plan. We pick something that is going to better you and get you to the goal and a healthier option. But we also discuss strategies to help you incorporate that, because it's hard in the moment. It's something that you've done for years or decades or most of your life at this point, and that's hard to replace. So it takes effort, consistency, a plan, and action. And that's where the support comes in, holding one another accountable in the program. So if you're trying to stop something, if there is a habit or a thought loop that you're trying to stop, you know it's not good for you or benefiting you, think about, what am I going to replace it with? Because if you don't know, you're just going to live off your own motivation, which is regulated by dopamine, which is a chemical in the brain, and it runs out. And that's why it's really difficult to stick to things, even though we know they're good for us and necessary. It's difficult to stick to things more than basically 3 weeks. That dopamine that's responsible for motivation peters out and it's gone. So if you don't have a plan of action that you're working on and practicing daily, and you don't have something to replace it with, you're gonna revert back into those old habits and old ways. And what we do in my program is give you the strategies to do that. We actually have tangible things that are going to work for you personally. It's individual for everybody. And we have a strategy to help you do that, but we have that support and accountability to make sure that you're staying on track and actually putting into practice those things so that you don't just keep reverting back. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of encouragement and something to think about. So if you have tried to quit something over and over and over, or tried to stop thinking a certain thing, maybe you battle with depression or anxiety or just a lack of self-esteem, you're just lacking some confidence, you have you feel bad about yourself a little bit, or you feel like maybe people don't like you, or you're incapable of doing something that you're wanting to achieve, or you can't make a change. That's a negative thought pattern, and that is, you know, something that we all have from time to time, but that's something that can really hinder your progress or hinder your life in getting where you want to go. So if that's you, think about, what truth do I need to replace that negative thought pattern with? What action that is healthier for me and gets me to my goals can I replace that bad habit or action with? Think about that. And if you need help doing that, reach out. I'm happy to help you do that. I also want to invite you guys to my master class. It is how to eat on vacation and not gain weight, but you get to enjoy all the yummy food on vacation. That is going to be this weekend, this Sunday, June 11th. Now, I've had some people say, I want to do that, but I'm doing keto, or I'm doing this other thing. It has nothing to do with a diet or a way of eating, like a nutrition plan. I'm not teaching you a nutrition plan. That is not what this is. I'm not telling you to eat this and not that as far as a daily lifestyle. That's not what I'm doing here. What this masterclass is about is strategies to help you pick the best options in the airport, because there are some. If you're traveling either by plane, of course, but if you're traveling within the United States by car, I teach you how to shop the convenience stores and the gas stations and to plan for that trip and what to pick there, what options are available, and how to use those to your benefit. And then I teach you strategies while you're actually at your destination to help you eat all of the yummy food that's not necessarily part of your regular nutrition plan, your healthy plan, so that you don't gain the weight. So it's not about diets, it's not about food per se. It's about tips, techniques, and strategies to help you enjoy all the food that's around you on vacation. You're not taking special things necessarily, but how to think about your day-to-day, where to eat and splurge, and where to back off, and how to do that the whole trip, so that you're eating everything, but you're not gaining weight. So the goal is to maintain, not gain, but people usually, including myself, come back a little bit lighter, and they ate all the things. You guys are going to get to hear from a client of mine that did this recently on a cruise. She went on a family cruise, and we had a plan, and she used these strategies and these techniques on the cruise ship and lost a couple pounds. And she ate all the things. So that's what I'm going to be teaching in this masterclass. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, put a comment, register, and I will reach out to you and give you all the details on how to register and answer any questions about it that might come up. Again, this is going to happen on Sunday, June 11th, and it is online. So you don't have to meet with me in person. If you don't live where I live, that's fine. It's going to be on Zoom. It will be recorded. You will get a replay of that recording, and there's lots and lots of bonuses that I'm also going to give you guys as well. So put comment, register, and I will reach out to you through Messenger and send you some details. So hopefully, guys, this helped you put a little bit of perspective. If you are having trouble making some new habits or new thoughts, stick. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like and share and follow for more. Bye.